previously on All My Children.
I've been over every inch of this wall, and I still haven't found anything.
You're slipping, Adrian.
Oh, what can I say? This guy's a master.
He must be if you got you stymied. Well, there's only one thing to do.
Maybe I'll just go right back out there and I'll finish off that idiot.
No, that won't be necessary. I'm not interested in Stuart anymore. I hate him.
Lee Hawkins isn't dead.
Wait a minute, we know that.
How do you know that?
I was talking to him half an hour ago.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Well, your information on Palmer's World War II stint does check out, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he stole those paintings.
You had the opportunity and the means.
Yes, but where's the proof, huh? Just because he has a secret room, that doesn't make him an art thief.
That's why I need a search warrant.
Yes, but see, to issue a search warrant, I need evidence.
How about probable cause? You've got probable cause.
It's a little thin for probable
Damn
cause.
it, Montgomery. For once, I go through proper legal channels. I play it by the book. And what are you doing? You're stalling.
I'm very proud of you, but I'm not stalling. Palmer Cortland is a very respected member of this community, and I'm not going to start off by shooting from the hip. After all, you might be wrong, huh?
I'm not wrong. I can feel it in my gut. The guy has stolen artwork in his basement.
Well, I must admit I wouldn't put it past him.
If he finds the right buyer, he could make a killing, but the man has more money than he could spend.
Well, that wasn't always the case, though. A couple of years ago, his company went belly up. As a matter of fact, our Palmer was frying drumsticks at a chicken shack here in town. And he was desperate for money if, and I emphasize the word if, he had those paintings. Why the hell didn't he sell them then?
Maybe the man found something he cares about more than the almighty dollar.
This can't be right. The chauffeur, Adrian?
He's a spy.
You mean 00 Adrian?
He is Mike Roy's accomplice. He's his cohort, his partner in crime.
Well, they're engaged in criminal activity and they're working for the U.S. of A.
You know, heaven knows what they're really involved in.
Well, I mean, Adrian is a terrific driver. He knows about horticulture and haute cuisine and wine
And espionage. Oh, but where did you find him?
Well, Belinda Kiefer introduced
Belinda
us.
Kiefer? Well, didn't he have any references? Did you check them?
She vouched for him.
She did. Well, whose idea was it that he come to look for a job, hers or his?
I don't know.
Well, I thought that Belinda Kiefer was a lot savvier than that.
You know, she's been having doubts about Adrian.
I see. Well, then that means that he also fooled her. Okay?
Yeah, she caught him snooping around the wine cellar. He gave her some excuse, but she didn't buy it. And now you're telling me that Mike is trying to get a search warrant.
That's what I overheard.
Boy, sometimes eavesdropping really pays off. Did you hear anything else, like what they're searching for?
No, but I'm going to find out.
How you gonna do that?
I'll ask Mike.
Well, he is not gonna tell you. Spies don't talk. They're trained to keep mum, even if they're having their fingernails ripped out.
I'll make him talk.
Answering machine, come on, I know you're not home. Just beep, will you? Belinda, listen, it's Opal. I want you to hightail it over to the manor pronto, thanks.
Marion, if you're mad at me and don't want to talk to me, that's okay. Or if you're just screening your calls, that's okay too. Well, would you please pick up the phone, because I'm getting kind of worried about you. Marion? You there? Well, okay, just give me a call when you get this message, okay? Eliza, have you seen your mother?
But you've been looking for her since last night.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping she was with you.
When I didn't hear from her, I was sort of hoping she was with you.
No, I wish. I've left about 20 calls on her machine. I even called the hospital just in case she'd been in an accident or had food poisoning or something.
No, something's not right. I had an important appointment this morning, and my mother should have been there.
Should we call the police? She's been missing almost 24 hours.
Yeah, I think we should.
Oh, hi, Luther. You're a little early this morning.
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, go on. Call Derek.
Derek.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
This is my mother's handwriting.
Stuart?
Oh, it wasn't a nightmare. I'm still in this horrible muscle beam. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What time is it? Oh, the sun is over the yard. I'm marrying an old girl. Time for a dry martini and a sledgehammer. Oh, my God, there's got to be a way out of here. There's just got to be a way out of here.
So how do you like working at Wildwood?
I'd rather be in your shoes.
Excuse me?
Swimming in the pool instead of cleaning it. Riding the horses instead of mucking out their stalls. What's it like being a genuine princess?
Well, Hey, Ryan, did you get everything straight with accounting?
Yeah, for now.
Okay, good. We can go?
Well, the nurse still has to bring your discharge papers.
Why does everything take so long? Why is the table always red?
Poor baby.
Hospitals always make me uncomfortable, too.
Hey, man, I don't want to hold you up. I know I offered you a ride back to Wildwind, but you got to get going.
No problem. You know, I'll just go get a candy bar. Oh, hey, you want anything?
No, thanks. No.
Okay.
So, when I get back home, I'm gonna go for a dip in the pool, you know, to get some exercise after being cooped up in this hospital for so long.
The doctor said it was okay to swim.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna cross the English Channel, you know, but if you insist on playing my lifeguard, then be my guest.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi.
oh, here you are.
No, nothing.
Oh, I hope we haven't missed him.
What's going on?
Myrtle saw Lee Hawkins here earlier today.
Oh, that madman who almost blew me up?
You know that guy?
Unfortunately.
How?
Well, he goes back to my Carney days.
Well, did you speak to him?
We had words, yes. And I have to tell you, that man is nutty as a fruitcake.
All My Children, brought to you by Olean, from the makers of Crisco, the fat-free cooking oil that fries up great-tasting snack chips.
So if we all split up, we can nail this guy before he leaves.
But how do we know he hasn't already gone?
Yes, and Myrtle's the only one that can fully identify him.
Well, no, she gave us the wrong description. Mrs. Fargate, what was he wearing? Was he wearing a hospital gown? Or...
No, street clothes. You know, nothing special. Jeans like half the people wear in this town.
And he said he was an outpatient, right?
Yeah.
Well, then there has to be some sort of record of him here. If we could find somebody.
Hey, folks.
Oh, Jake.
Jake, we need your help.
What's up?
We need to find a patient.
Go to the nurse's station. They'll tell you which one.
He's an outpatient. We're not even sure if he's still in the hospital.
Look, he was here an hour ago. Jake, can you look at the hospital computer and see if there's a patient right here called Lee Hawkins?
No, that would violate hospital patient confidentiality.
You start like a Boy Scout.
Jake, no, Jake, listen. We wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
Look, Haley's in danger. No, I'm serious.
Jake, look, we would not be making this fuss if it wasn't deadly serious. Now, we need that information.
What was the name again? Lee Hawkins. Relation to Camille?
Yeah, he's her father. And I tell you, the man is completely round the bend. First of all, he tells me that his wife, Joy, is dead.
Well, that's what he believes now.
Oh, well, not now. Now he says she's alive and she's living with him.
You may not know it, Camille, darling, but you are much better off where you are. Where your crazy father can't do anything else to you. I, on the other hand,
Well, he thinks that I'm your mother. He thinks we're going to be just one big, fat, happy family here. Well, he's got another think coming. Anyway, where's that crazy son of a...
Oh, God, I'm so tired. I am so tired.
What if he went after Stuart anyway? What if... No. No, he wouldn't do that. Not after I wrote that letter. He wouldn't bother. Stuart must have it by now. Oh, I'm so sorry, Stuart. I didn't mean to hurt you, but I had to do it. I had no choice. If you thought something was wrong, you would come looking for me. And I can't have that. I can't let him hurt you. I just can't.
It's postmarked Pine Valley. Yesterday.
I'll open it. Maybe it'll explain what happened.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm going to give you some privacy, Stuart.
Oh, no. You should know, too. She's your mother. And I'm not sure I want to be alone when I open this.
Okay. Do you want me to read it first?
No, it's okay. Dear Stuart, I'm sorry I never showed up for dinner. I was able to get hold of John, but when I asked him if he could join us for dinner, he surprised me by a marvelous, impromptu invitation to go away with him for a fun romantic holiday in Bermuda. How could I say no? By the time you get this, we'll be on the beach. I've been a naughty girl. Sometimes bad Marion overcomes good Marion. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, but old habits die hard. Poor Stuart. Poor Stuart, you're too kind for your own good. I didn't have the heart to tell you to your face, but it was all a game for me. Everything that happened at the gallery, you see. I dared myself to see if I could win you back. I can't stand it when I'm the rejectee and not the rejector. All the things we talked about, all the sweet nothings we exchanged, it was all a lie, darling. So I'm writing this letter because I've decided to do the right thing and stop toying with you.
So even though we had a few good laughs, shared some nice moments, it never would have worked in the long run. Because no matter what we said, we're not at all alike. I'm a very dry martini on a cold winter's night, and you're a homemade lemonade on the porch on a hot summer day. You're everything that's innocent and trusting, and I'm the world's biggest cynic. You said I was the queen bee, but I'm more like a wasp or a hornet. I'm sorry you got stung, Stuart, but that's just the way I am. Marion.
Stuart, I'm so sorry. Did you do this? Excuse me? Did you try to break me and Marion up? Did you forge her or hire somebody to forge her writing and write me this letter? Stuart, how could you think such a thing?
I can see how he would think of such a thing. I seem to remember a little soiree at the Valley Inn that you set up for him.
I swear I had nothing to do with this letter. I swear it on our sister's grave.
Stuart, this is my mother's handwriting. No one quite makes the S's the way that she does.
Then...
Stuart, my mother's been missing
And I hate to believe it, but I think it might be true.
So what are you saying, Mike, that Palmer's obsessed with these paintings?
Could be.
A little hard to believe for a man who built his empire on electronics.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have an aesthetic side. That may be difficult for you to understand, being a pragmatist and all.
Look, buddy, just because you wrote some hack book years ago does not make you the arbiter of aesthetics.
Oh, I wouldn't call your fiancé's biography hack if I were you. Or is it ex-fiancé? That is the current status, is it not?
Yes, it is, until I say differently.
I demand to know exactly what you are plotting against Palmer Cortland.
Excuse me?
Don't play ignorant. And furthermore, what is your partner, Adrian, doing masquerading as Opal's chauffeur?
You ran into Adrian?
Well, indirectly. I saw him driving Opal's car.
No, you must be mistaken.
No. It's very hard to mistake Opal's love bug vanity plates driving down her own driveway.
Did you tell Palmer?
About what?
About Adrian being an agent?
I never even saw Palmer. Of course, I asked Opal if she knows about Adrian's civil life.
Told Opal?
She is my devoted friend.
Erica, we may as well hire a skywriter to fly over Cortland Manor. You know she's going to blab about this.
We don't have any time. We better move on this.
I guess so. We'll stop by the judge's office.
Move on what? Why are you two suddenly acting like Scully and Mulder?
Because the truth is out there. I'm just helping Mike with his mission, that's all.
What? Well, I am the mission,
Now, Erica,
me.
this is real. You have nothing to do with
What
this.
are you saying? I'm not real?
This is really real.
Look, I'm sure Palmer has been tipped off by this time. Can we go?
Tipped off about what?
I can't tell you that, Erica.
You told Jack.
I know, right. Let's go.
What is taking her so dang long?
Who?
You'll find out.
Miss Cortland, what's got you so upset?
Oh, hold on to your boxers.
Would you like some tea?
Oh, well, what took you so long?
Well, I came here as fast as I could. I was writing a brief. I didn't want to lose my train of
Yeah,
thought.
well, you're about to lose a lot more than that if you can't come up with some answers to my questions, like maybe lose your license to practice law. What? How long have the two of you been in cahoots? And whose idea was it, anyway, to have him infiltrate my house, and why?
All right, I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, save it, sister. You're the one who brought him into my house, a spy of all things. I thought you were my friend.
A what?
You heard me. The man is a secret agent.
Adrian?
Don't you worry, my beauties. You belong to me. Nobody's gonna take you away. I'll destroy anybody who tries.
We'll be back in a moment here on ABC.
Go ahead and say it, Adam. I know it's on the tip of your tongue. What? I told you so? Stuart, I'm hurt. This hurts me, too. I don't enjoy seeing you suffer. It didn't seem to bother you when you put together that awful dinner party for me and Marion. You're right. I never should have gotten involved. I was trying to prove something to you about Marion. She's proved it far better than I ever could. Just a matter of time.
Damage has already been done.
You don't deserve this, Stuart. I don't understand. We stood right here, and we really talked together, and about how we'd misunderstood each other. She thought that I thought that she was a tramp, and I thought that she thought that I wasn't smart enough or handsome enough. You don't have to talk about this. I want to talk about it. She thought she wasn't good enough for me. Can you believe that? Me? I'm sorry to say this, Stuart. I know how devoted you were to her, but she's not good enough for you. This letter proves it. No, you don't understand. This letter is words on a piece of paper. That's all it is. But we stood right here, and that was the truth. That was honest. I know it was.
Can I get you something? Can I get you a cup of tea, a cup of water?
No, I'm not thirsty.
Stuart, I really thought my mother had changed. I really felt that she had changed because of you. That she had become the mother I'd always wanted. Kinder and gentler and more genuine. She was even excited about becoming a grandmother. I mean, this from a woman who couldn't stand it if she found a gray hair on her head.
So what changed?
Maybe she got scared.
Scared of me?
No, maybe she was afraid of falling in love. Maybe she was afraid of the commitment. Maybe it was easier for her to feel this infatuation for this John guy rather than commit to a real relationship with you.
Do you really think that's what happened?
I don't think this is the first time that I've seen my mother take the easy way out, Stuart. I'm sorry. I don't have any other way to explain it.
Beef jerky? I mean, they could have brought me something edible, like a tin of escargot or cocktail shrimp or something.
It's not fair, Joy.
No, of course it isn't. What isn't?
A crazy old battle axe, Myrtle Lum.
Myrtle, you mean Myrtle Fargate?
Yeah, well, that's what she calls herself now. That crazy hag went and opened up her big mouth to Haley and Mateo about seeing me at the hospital.
You mean they're coming after you?
No, not yet, but pretty quick they could figure out that John Lee and Lee Hawkins are the same guy. So I guess now I'm gonna have to quit my job. Lay low for a while. That old cow.
Oh, well, it's just as well, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to work in the dirt with those worms and those crawly things or clean up after those smelly old horses. I mean, now we can get out of this dump. I'm sorry, darling. I mean, this is really quite an impressive place, but it's not exactly homey, if you know what I mean. So why don't we just hit the road? I promise you we're going to have a ball. We will have an absolute ball.
Jake's taking forever.
Seems that way.
Look, why don't we keep looking for Hawkins? We'll try the cafeteria, huh?
Yeah, in the hallways.
We'll check the waiting areas, too.
Is there a Mrs. Jillian Lavery here?
Yes, that's me.
Your release papers.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Ryan, now we can go home.
What, are you crazy? We're this close to finding the killer.
You don't even know what he looks like.
So I'll stick with Mrs. Fargate. She can point him out, and Mateo and I can bring him in.
Ryan.
What are you whining about? If we find this guy, it's the guy you can sue.
Listen, Jillian, why don't you take a cab back to Wildwind?
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you? Being alone here, getting all the attention.
What are you talking about?
The only damsel in distress for miles around with two big, strong men to protect you when you're not even in danger.
Jillian, would you grow up, please? For your information, Haley is not the only one in danger here. You could be too. So why don't you put a sock in it and go home?
All right, guys, enough. Let's go. Come on.
Is there anything I can do to help?
people see me upset.
Why?
It's a sign of weakness.
Well, I thought it was a sign of being human. Here. Take it. Why do you look so familiar to me?
Well, I've been on a few magazine covers.
Really? Recently?
No. That was another lifetime ago when life was still fun and exciting.
And now?
Oh, don't ask.
Wait a minute. I know where I saw you. It was at Holidays, the night of the explosion. You were caught under some debris.
You were there?
Yes, I was assisting medically. Well, you were very brave that night, waiting to be rescued.
I was also very scared.
Well, that's only natural. How do you feel now?
I'm being released today.
Well, that's good news. May I check your pulse? See that it's strong and steady?
You know, you're the first doctor here who's treated me like a human being and not a body to be poked and prodded.
You're doing very well. Your accent, Hungarian?
No, most people usually have no idea.
I spoke at a conference in Budapest. It's a fantastic city.
Where did you stay?
On Castle Hill. But my favorite place was Margaret's Island.
Mine too, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can picture you there. It's a beautiful island right there in the middle of the Danube. It's a perfect setting for someone as beautiful as you.
Well, very gallant you were.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to make a phone call. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, here's your handkerchief.
It's yours.
What's your name?
Dr. Martin, how are you today?
When are you going to learn your persona non grata around here?
While I was encouraged to resign as an attending, I can still consult. And my patient happens to be very big in state politics, so I don't think you want to rock the boat.
Whoa. Does Mr. Big know that you almost killed Adam Chandler?
Well, from what I remember, you don't have those little tapes to back you up anymore, Martin. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You continue to spread that rumor around, and I will hit you with a libel suit so fast that you'll be working to support me for the next 30 years. Have a good day.
Stuart, give me that letter. Let me burn it.
No, I really want to be alone now.
I wish there was something I could do for both of you.
Save the crocodile tears.
You think I enjoy seeing you and Stuart in pain?
Maybe you should have thought of that before you threw your little dinner party.
What does that have to do with this?
It's cause and effect. You're a businessman. Why don't you figure it out?
No, humor me. How are they related?
My mother's self-confidence went down the drain, Adam, because of your little demented version of a dinner party. Stuart and my mother had just gotten their signals uncrossed.
And she blows it. That is not my fault. She's flaky, she's flighty. Maybe it's time you finally accepted the fact that she is not the person you thought she was.
Maybe you're right. It's not like I haven't had to do that before.
Well, so who the Sam Hill are you, anyway? A chauffeur or a spy?
Actually, both.
Oh, yeah?
Chauffeuring is one of my covers. Operatives use them all the time. Besides, I can't just show up in the town and say, hey, everybody, I'm a spy.
Well, what's your big mission?
Actually, this time I'm here just to help Mike.
What's his big mission? Oh, you mean Miss America?
You'd have to ask Mike.
Well, why did you pick me?
For what?
Well, as a job, as a cover.
You know how? Belinda here. She thought I was a stripper and wanted to help me better myself in the world.
A stripper? Well, he does have the right equipment for it, no doubt, but I mean, how did you come up with that idea?
Opal, do you remember the stripper you hired for Janet's shower? Well, I made a mistake.
And I never had the heart to set her straight.
Oh, apparently not. I'm sorry, Opal. I thought he was just a nice, simple guy who didn't have a lot of education, who just wanted to take a step up in the world. I had no idea there was a hidden agenda.
Mm-hmm. So, how uneducated are you?
Let me see. I have a BS.
Yeah, well, that much we know.
An MS, a PhD from MIT, and I'm a Rhodes Scholar.
Well, I got the scholar part. The rest is alphabet soup to me.
Well, if he's telling the truth, he's very educated. You are telling the truth this time, aren't you?
The gospel. I show you proof, but I usually don't travel with my sheepskins.
Sheepskins?
It's something he uses to pull the wool over people's eyes.
I apologize if I kind of disappointed the both of you. I didn't really mean any harm. Actually, you're my two favorite women in Pine Valley.
Exactly how many women do you know in Pine Valley?
Oh, come on, Belinda. That's a compliment. I'm taking it. But, does this mean, then, that you can't be my driver anymore once Mission Erica's over?
You mean you actually still want me to work for you?
Yeah, you bet I do. Of course, Palmer might find it a little funny having a secret agent on his payroll, but, oh, excuse me.
Miss Cortland.
Hello, Opal. I'm sorry to barge in like this, but we have a warrant to search the premises.
A secret room? No, you're making a terrible mistake, Jackson. I mean, Palmer is going to be fit to
Let
be
me
done.
take care of Palmer,
Besides,
okay?
there is no secret room in this house. Don't you think I would know it if
Cortland, there may be rooms that you don't know about.
I ask us the meaning of this. What are you people doing here?
Palmer, we have a search warrant. We need to take a look at that secret room of yours down in the basement.
Well, that's preposterous.
Well, it may well be, but it's all perfectly legal, so what do you say we just get on?
I don't care if the president signed it himself.
Now, just take it easy with your blood pressure, love.
I want you all out of here right now. Out. It's an outrage.
Oh, we'll save your outrage until we decide what's in that secret room.
And don't bother denying that there is one. I've seen it, and I've watched you go in and come out.
Opal, you'd better call my attorney, Walter Hines. You two, you stay put.
Bye.
I wonder what on earth he's got down there.
Oh, don't ask me. I'm just the wife who didn't even know the room existed. Could be a whole bevy of geishas he imported from Japan, for all I know.
This I've got to see.
On second thought, you'll have to wait for my attorney. I want to make sure that this isn't a violation of my rights.
Palmer, a search warrant is a search warrant. There's nothing your attorney
can appeal
about
that.
it.
Come on, Palmer. You can't win this one. Just get on with it, okay?
We've checked this entire hospital. We got nothing.
Look, it was a long shot. Myrtle saw him hours ago.
Hey, Jake, what do you got? Computer drew a blank.
Did you check patient and outpatient? Well, maybe he's finished with his treatments.
Yeah, could you go back a ways?
Yeah, I went all the way back to the beginning of the year. Nobody named Hawkins was ever treated here.
You know, I can't wait till we get out on the road. Oh, we can have a decent meal and a couple of cocktails.
Well, you know you don't drink, honey.
Oh, no, I was thinking about you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and listen. Hey, don't worry about food. I got a bunch of stuff from the vending machine at the hospital.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful.
Yeah.
All the basic food groups. Sugar, sugar, and sugar.
Oh, yeah, listen, Aaron, I almost forgot. I got your all-time favorite drink. Buttermilk.
Oh, how that's wonderful. Look, why don't we just take all of us with us so we can hit the road and...
No! No, I may be quitting this job, but we're not going anywhere, Joy, until I'm finished with those Chandlers.
When you become a mother, you'll be far different than Marion.
I may already be a mother, Adam.
You did it.
With Jake's help, yes.
Well, I hope it all works out well for you.
Stuart, I have to go. I have to produce the evening news tonight. Are you going to be okay? Listen, call me on my cell phone if you need me, day or night. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Stuart, I've got an idea. Let's go do something together. Go, I'll take you fishing. Or we'll go play some golf.
No, I really don't feel like it.
How about going to a movie? We haven't done that in a long time.
1966. We saw Born Free. You didn't like it. I did. I particularly liked Elsa.
Elsa, she was the girlfriend?
She was the lioness, Adam. She was so brave and fierce and noble. They didn't trust her because they were afraid of her. They didn't understand her. And then she died. Adam, I'd really like to be alone now, okay?
All right. If you're sure that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. Marion, you were like Elsa, a lot like Elsa.
Mother Nature must have made a great big fat mistake because every queen has to have a king. And I can't think of anybody more regal than you.
That wasn't a lie. That was the truth. I know it was. This letter is the lie. Something's going on here, and I've got to find out what it is. I've got to find you.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
You gotta stay and help me. My whole life depends on this.
You cannot have your secrets, and me too.
There's only one way to catch this killer. We set a trap and we use Haley as bait.